everybody, welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is filler scene. Hi, my name is Magic. Um, I am playing a goat man named Seeker. Named Seeker, called Seeker. Very important distinction. And today I am here with my lovely friends and co-hosts.
I'll go. Hi, I'm KT. I'm playing my wonderful idiot Lore. I am with the magical magic and the author of crimes author.
Hi. Okay. Hi, I'm Author. I'm here with beloved friend KT and even more beloved partner Magic.
You sound so tired.
I don't know what's going on. I was invited.
Yes, you were.
I'm just here as Magic's +1.
Ow. I guess I don't matter. It's fine.
I can also be your +1.
Awesome. Wait, or am I just your guys' +1? Gasp.
Magic, is KT our +1?
I think KT got their own ticket.
Oh, sweet. I'll just tag along like a third wheel. Fist bump. It's my life's calling.
Okay.
Focus.
Focus. We can't ramble for another half an hour.
We can't do this again.
We can't do this again.
Shit.
Okay.
I look at you. Give my
Hi.
boy nightmares.
I will give your boy nightmares. This is a threat.
Good. Threaten him.
Lore, I didn't get to listen to the other FPS. I meant to today, and then I zoned out for like 3 hours.
The dreams can be whatever you want them to be because they're dreams, and it doesn't have
fair.
to be consistency.
Alright. So, Lore, you kind of like, you don't, how do I describe this? You sort of come to awareness, as you seem to be, it's a bright, sunny day, the sun's shining, it's not shining too hard, it's kind of like it's coming through some sort of filter, and you're walking onto the deck of a boat. And you take a moment to sort of like stretch, and the crew on the boat kind of moves around you, and you're just taking a moment to sort of enjoy the air, and then you hear a strange noise, and the boat lurches, and you look around and you look back, and you're moving away from the port. You know that you were not supposed to board a boat, to get on it, to move like this. And you have autonomy. What would you like to do?
Well, first off, I would like to roll a Constitution saving throw because Lore is not used to anything moving. That's an 8. He feels nauseous. I point out the fact that Lore lived close to the ocean but never visited it. Because otherwise that's just begging for trouble when you have a lost curse. Anyway. So he gets over that eventually, but I feel like that keeps him from trying to jump off and swim to shore.
But the crew on this boat, you try to look at their faces, but they're too fuzzy. Everything's kind of fuzzy here.
Lore pinches his cheek. Does it feel real?
Define real.
So usually in his dreams he tries to see how vivid they are. And so sometimes they feel real. And sometimes they feel distant. He's learning quickly that the pinching doesn't work as much as it used to. And it's getting harder and harder to tell if the dreams are real or not. Especially when Einquell has a lot of weird things anyway, and he can't really tell if something's like, oh, this is a dream, or this isn't. Because, I point out the fact that there was that one time he, flipping just ended up in somebody else's head. That was real.
Uh-huh.
apparently.
You pinch your cheek and it doesn't feel quite right. It's definitely real in a sense, but it doesn't have the same sort of feeling. It feels real in a different way.
He doesn't like that. He's like, shit, okay. He tries to look around.
Uh, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Yes, I can. Oh, I guess I should be rolling in the FPS. That I got distracted. Okay. Do do.
It's okay, hon. I pet you.
That's an 11.
Uh, an 11.
An 11.
Mm, mm,
I have.
uh,
I shake Lowa's gang.
Lois gang. Um,
Oh,
hey,
Liz
Lore.
gang.
Hey, Lore. This ship was not supposed to move.
Oh, oh, fun.
The ship was not supposed to move. Why is it moving? You distinctly do not like this.
I don't like this. He doesn't like this.
Nope.
I think
Um,
I think he like
every
lays down on the deck because he doesn't feel good and he just hopes that the dream maybe this is the only part of the nightmare. Maybe it's just the fact that the boat is moving and it's not supposed to be. He's crossing his fingers.
uh, you might be severely disappointed because you see
Yeah.
one of the members of this crew um sort of like lean down over you. They've got this like sort of angular bobber that is like inches away from your face as they kind of lean down and go, hey, you all right there?
Uh, shoot, are people taller than him?
People are taller than him.
He just okay, great. He's dreaming about someone short again. All right. He's just like, no, not really. The ship wasn't supposed to move.
Oh, what do you mean it wasn't supposed to move?
I don't know. It wasn't supposed to move, dream person.
Hmm. Oh, you're not supposed to be up here. Uh, they kind of like snap their fingers.
Oh shit. Crap.
That sentence fills you with dread.
Yeah, Laura's like, it's not gonna be a simple dream, is it?
Are you looking quite alright? I could always get you a drink or something.
I think just let's leave me right here, maybe. Just like yeah, just go
Mm,
about your business. Yeah, bye, bye. He puts his head down.
I don't think that'll work for you.
I think it does just fine. As I know me, I bye.
Mm, are you still on the floor?
Yes, he's just closing his eyes and hoping that he can just be left alone this once.
Mm, everything gets kind of dark and fuzzy, and you blink a moment and you're somewhere completely different.
Lore
Um,
swears in a different language.
um, you you're still on a boat. You can hear the sound of um, crashing waves, creaking boards, and just. Are you still laying down?
No, he'll sit up if he
Uh,
can.
you can sit up. Um, but you hear in the distance, Laura, you hear this very ominous set of footsteps sort of going in your direction, in this hallway. And something that sounds like someone swinging something on a chain.
He doesn't like that. Also, he looks at his hands. Do they look like his?
No, they don't.
What do they look
Um,
like?
they're two small tannish hands. They currently have these kind of strange looking gloves on them. With gold rings that attach the glove around the middle finger and around the thumb that go up to around above your elbow. that completely cover your forearms.
Cool.
And they have like little strange finger patterns on them.
Oh, fun. Do they look familiar?
Want to roll a history?
Yes, I do. Come on, Laura, your history's not completely awful. Yeah. Please don't roll bad, buddy. This is like one of the only things you're good at. Oh, that was supposed to be a +5, so that's a 14.
14. Yeah, these kind of look like Seeker's gloves. They're very distinct when you look at them.
He thinks of Seeker and he looks down at his feet.
Yeah, those are sure hooves there, bud.
Laura just swears really loudly. He's like, shit, what the fuck? Okay, he turns around and tries to run.
You turn around and you bolt down a hallway. And you come to a junction. I'm not going to have you debate on what to choose. You choose one of the paths to keep running down, and you keep running down these hallways that don't, Laura, they don't seem to stop.
He
And
doesn't
that
like this.
noise never gets further away.
Oh, gosh. No, he's gonna keep running, because, well, he doesn't really want to see what that sound is attached to. He's good. He's good out here.
Yep.
He does reach up and feel horns, though, and that's weird. Like, he's never been a satyr in a dream before. This is weird.
It's probably also weird walking, now that you've acknowledged the hooves.
Yep, no, it feels weird. He is very fast, though, and that is also weird.
I do slight wiggle at you.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna go check something real fast. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this very odd, large crack. Almost like some sort of lightning has struck outside. And everything kind of flickers for a moment. And Author, would you like to take over from here?
Oh boy.
Is Laura about to experience a really fun and startling change of POV?
Yup.
Lore.
Yes.
You are in the bowels of the ship that is both your cage and your freedom. You are gripping something in your hand very tightly, and you are very, very sure that you're about to die again.
That's a fun feeling. Do I feel tall?
I'll say yes.
Okay. Oh gosh. He's like, cool, not Seeker.
You feel very tall. Extremely tall. And when you look down at your hands to see what you're gripping, you see actually very large, very broad hands covered in blue skin. Well, partially. The skin's missing from a few fingers, and you see white bone.
He's not freaked out at all. He's
you also
fine.
can't see on one side.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, and he can probably see in color to an extent. Oh man, he hates it when this happens.
You are about to die, and you could not do less than make it a good death. What do you do?
Makes it a good death. Yeah, Lore. I hate to say this, but Lore knows that feeling, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, yeah. I'm gonna die anyway? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die anyway. Let's die good.
You don't have to run anymore. You are exactly where you need to be. And the ship is howling around you. Every board and beam screams for its master, and that's not you right now. It rails against you. And as you look at the wood that is so familiar, so heart-wrenching familiar, you hate how familiar it is. There's something rotten inside it. Poisonous as the water that carries the ship. And you can't keep it at bay anymore. You have for a long time and you've done your duty, but it's something is given. And you hear those footsteps cut through the sounds of it's not your ship anymore. And it's time to do your duty once again. And the thought that keeps returning to your mind, Lore, even as you sort of absorb the situation, is one of the oldest, one of the most sacred traditions of the sea. A captain goes down with the ship.
Lore feels himself smile. Part of it
Mm-hmm.
feels really good to just know what you're about to do and not question it.
There's power to who you are right now. There is majesty. There is inevitability.
It feels really good to be in a scary situation and not feel afraid.
Mm. You feel afraid. You feel terrified because
Not as
it's
afraid
the
as he has in other dreams. At
mm,
least this feels like there's a solution,
it's
despite the solution gonna be not good.
well, it's sort of like it's the fear of like a little kid who has to do something that they know is already going to hurt. It's the fear of someone who has to return to something unpleasant. But that's okay. That's okay because somewhere else, the people who you love with all your heart are going to be okay. And you know what? There's a chance that you will be too.
I look at you, that is way too close to home. For Lore.
And
Oh gosh. Oh buddy. Okay, go on.
and Laura, you stand tall and you turn as footsteps cut through the sounds of your ship. And you raise the thing in your hands. It looks like a little bright jewel. And you are yourself. You are the self that you forge out of chaos and confusion. You are going to die as the person that you choose to be. Thank the storm. You are the force that guides the tides. You are the Coriolis. And he was a fool for boarding the ship with a sword in his hand. And you press the thing in your hands once hard, and the world explodes. You know your family's handiwork has done its job well. Your world is fire and force and rushing water. And once again, you are dead. Magic beloved?
I do a wiggle.
I think that's a good place to Lore. You
Yeah.
you feel this physical impact in your dream,
Yep, it
but you
doesn't
also
feel
feel
good.
this physical impact,
Oh
a
no.
physical impact in the real world. As you are very suddenly startled awake, by someone apparently tripping over your hammock.
Lovely. I look really quick at author. What is an exclamation Coriolis would say?
Um, Probably just shit. Or actually, you might have picked up by the storm. They don't use that
Oh my
one very
gosh.
often.
I almost actually said that. Lord just wakes up and just said, "By the freaking storm." He hugs.
Oh, apology.
He hugs whatever has landed on him.
Something. No, it landed over you and
Oh.
kind of like rolled.
Oh gosh.
Um, he rolled like a 2 before the FPS.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
he fumbled pretty hard. Listen. Uh,
This is
and
amazing.
you kind of look at what tripped over you, and there's a satyr, who has eaten dirt. Um, and he sort of gets up, kind of like rubs his face, kind of like rubs a thing over his sunglasses to like get the dirt off, and looks up, and just, oh, protagonist boy, hi, how are you? And just kind of does that like casual position, like he totally hasn't tripped.
Everything is fine. This is normal.
Everything is fine. This is normal.
Oh,
Seeker,
gosh.
would you slow down before you kill someone?
No.
Laura's sitting up in his hammock, looking like confused as fuck, and you see him like reach up to pinch his cheek again, and he winces, and he's like, "Shit, okay, Seeker."
Hi, protagonist boy. It's been a while. How have you been?
He tries to turn around to see where the other voice came from.
In the direction that Seeker apparently neumed out of looms a very, 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 very large figure, because you're on the fucking ground, bud, and they are 12 feet tall with the hair.
Oh gosh.
And you see a very tall undead half giant, blue skin, sort of sea swept hair, half their face is missing. Also, it's up in the air whether or not they're wearing their coat. And they are moving
They are
frighteningly
not wearing
fast.
their coat. Seeger had stolen it. Again.
And they are they had been moving at a frighteningly quick pace for something that large. But they are screeching to a halt, hopefully.
Yep. Laura looks up and up and up to the point where he falls out of his hammock.
Oh, Speaker. It's can I help you up over there?
I he looks at the person's hands and then looks back at Seeker, and he looks really confused, but not necessarily frightened.
Seeker waves hi because they're both on the floor.
Laura looks back and is like, "Oh, yeah, hi.
Hi, how you been? What you doing out in the middle of the wilderness? He's
yeah.
now switched positions to like have two hands on the bottom of his chin and like be able to kick his legs in the air.
I love him so much." Laura just smiles really big.
What you know what? Okay. They pick
Sorry, one
up
moment.
Seeker. Oh,
We've been
Sorry,
left alone.
my neighbor knocked really quick. Sorry, what happened?
I think they like Coriolis has started to say something, stopped, and it's just like, you know what? And they pick up Seeker by the scruff of his neck like a kitten.
Oi!
Laura laughs. Like
And
oh,
they offer you a hand up, like I'm extremely sorry, sir. Let me give you a hand there. And you look and you recognize the pattern of those hands. Cause yeah, those are the hands that they're big and broad and blue, and they're missing exactly the same bones of the fingers.
Laura's eyes twitch as they help them up, but it's not like in a way. It's in a shit way. Laura's still working on coming to terms with the fact that his dreams might be real.
But I think do you like it? They did. Coriolis just looks at Seeker. They don't know what to do.
Laura looks at them, and he's like, "I know Seeker, but is your name Coriolis?"
Oh yeah. I guess Seeker mentioned me. Of the Vengeful Dead, it was funny when we picked the name out.
Does Seeker want to roll a history to see if he mentioned Coriolis?
I will roll a history. That's a 16.
I don't think he remembers mentioning Coriolis.
I don't think I've mentioned you.
Laura smirks.
Well, that's hurtful.
Not in that way.
They're chuckling at you.
Laura like holds up a finger and is just like, "Well, to be fair, we met under stressful circumstances."
What sort of stressful circumstances?
Lore looks at Seeker like shit, and is just like, oh, do they not know about the whole... He gestures. Sorry,
to
there.
like, Seeker opens his mouth, closes it, opens his mouth, shakes his head.
Lore face palms.
Well, this is all worrying.
Do you know the man in the box?
Could you roll an insight check?
Yes. Me knowing
God.
my insight because it's just a d20. Oh shit, that's a 19.
Seeker also kind of freezes up and kind of does like, you know that motion you do with like the like cut it out sort of motion.
Just no, don't do it. Yeah.
Seeker does that motion very quickly. Like cut that out, drop it.
Lord just like,
which one?
Like the one where you like wave your hand in front of your neck.
Yeah, that one.
I can't say I know. You have they're sort of looking at you hard, Lore, and they're just sort of like they don't think you mean what they think you mean. But
we have a connected friend. His name is the Professor. He lives in a telephone box.
It's bigger on the inside. Lore just looks like nervous.
No. Oh, very bigger. He has an entire library in there. 2 entire libraries. Probably more libraries.
Lore looks really excited. He has so many libraries. He got all.
I see.
Lore looks at Seeker. Oh, I got to see them again, and he let me read some of them. Oh, did you know they translate for you?
Yes, I do know they translate for you.
Amazing? Oh my gosh. Still don't know why he has a swimming pool, though. He doesn't look like a swimmer.
I mean, why not have a swimming pool?
I don't know, because it's a swimming pool. Like, is it necessary?
I mean, some people can't get in the ocean.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. Yeah. Lore just kind of looks up casually, like thinking.
God.
Low whiz gang.
Low whiz gang. I am so sorry, Coriolis. But hopefully your fears have been soothed.
Yeah, like they weren't like scared, they were just like, huh, I can't wait to figure out what this means.
You figured out what that means.
Means somebody has rotten luck when it comes to conversation starters.
Yep. Yeah, that's Lore's entire shtick. Oh gosh. Yeah, Lore just kind of thinks for a second and then looks back at you, Coriolis, and looks up and up and up, and he smiles really big.
Hello.
I have never met someone as tall as you, and he looks so giddy at that.
I get that a lot, actually.
I would imagine so. I'm sorry. I'm pretty tall myself, so this is fantastic.
Yes, of course. Seeing people taller than you is very glorious and amazing. He says with all the sarcasm in the world.
You do notice that this kid does come up a little way, past halfway of you, Coriolis.
I think that they're just going to casually pick Seeker up, like, and put him on their shoulder, like, there, is that better?
This will be fine for now.
Lore, who does the same thing with his small friends, just nods like, good choice.
God, like, they're just... I think in, like, they take a second to just sort of grin up at Seeker because, yes, good. But after a while, they'll, be like, well, I can't say that I know the individual. What about him?
Oh, we just, that's how we met. Do you remember, this is me, Katie. Coriolis, do you remember the fact that Seeker said that they hadn't mentioned you and Lore still knew your name?
Yeah, they're getting around to that. They are not Lois game. They have, let me check my notes, 1 metric ounce of tact.
Wait, 1 metric what?
1 metric ounce of tact.
Beautiful. This is perfect.
Unfortunately, Seeker is going to derail once more. Just yes, we were checking in on on the professor, and protagonist boy had just walked in out of one of professor's neighbor's concern, and then got trapped in there with us.
Amber
Normal
pointed a gun
protagonist
at me.
behavior.
He smiles.
Amber points a gun at everybody.
Yeah, apparently. That stupid box. They're not stupid. They're very nice. They're
Very nice.
Ellie is very nice, but they locked me in for some reason. So that was fun.
Mm. Mm.
Though that's how I made my friends. My first friends in Anquil, so I guess I can't complain too much. And he shrugs.
That's it's gratifying to hear. May I ask if you're okay? You look a little bit a little shaken. I hope that we didn't startle you too much.
You could say that. He looks away. I just had a bad dream.
Huh? Dream about what?
Laura looks away. He's not very good at lying. He's trying. He just looks away and he looks like he's trying not to say a thing as he stares really intensely away from y'all.
We don't want to pry, Laura, but it's
There's Coriolis. You hear in your mind like a small mutter of "Speak for yourself, God."
don't you get all but terrified every time I pry into your things.
Seeker just glare.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Laura is just watching you guys as you're just like silently standing.
That's a 5 on insight.
Yeah. No, that was supposed to be for lore. Sorry.
Yeah. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Shush.
Criminal.
I love them. Beloved.
I think that you might see them sort of exchange sort of a meaningful glance, but like I don't think that you get much.
Laura just takes a deep breath and he's like, looks at Seeker. He just looks away because he's like, he has no more words. He doesn't know what's happening anymore.
Do you have any tea? We could talk to this over some tea. I might have tea.
Yeah, no, I have tea. You actually look, this is a pretty nice little campsite. He's got a hammock, he's got a tent, he's got a very large pile of wood. Looks like he got bored and just found logs and chopped them for fun. Anyway, he's got a really nice little fire with like, it already has like a little pot over it, and he's like, yeah, no, I got tea. It's like herbs from the forest type shit. I hope that's okay.
Oh, sure, definitely.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Yeah, it's
as long as they aren't poisonous.
No, they're not Seeker, they're not poisonous. It's sarsaparilla. It's fine.
I've only had tea once with you were there, Seeker.
Seeker thinks, because I trying to remember.
That was when they met Sammy.
Oh.
You know, Sammy.
Seeker kind of like nods.
Beloved boy, Sammy.
Yeah. But do they say that out loud?
I'm pussyfooting around it because I don't know if
No,
we want
you could just
to
say
segue
Sammy.
first.
You can just say Sammy because
All right.
because the other thing that happened the other day is in the future, and hasn't happened yet.
Uh,
I'm just like tucking that away for later. Anyway.
all right, fair enough. In that case, they're like, actually, Seeker's friend,
Ah,
Seeker's friend, introduced me to tea for the very first time the other day.
Oh, what did you drink before?
Mostly coffee, water, you know.
Oh, I love coffee.
Not terribly a lot of things. They
I
gesture to the point that they're dead.
Oh, right. Sorry, I haven't met anybody undead before.
Mm, it's all right. Neither did I.
Uh, he looks confused at that, but just nods.
Mm,
Seeker is still slightly short-circuiting over being almost having Sammy called his brother.
Yeah, Lord looks up at Coriolis and just, I have coffee. Do you want coffee instead, or do you want the tea?
either one would be fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're not picky.
Oh, okay. I think I saw Seeker eat dirt, so yeah. He laughs.
Seeker.
You can't prove it. You can't prove what you didn't see.
Lord just
Say the Coriolis in particular.
Lord just looks at Coriolis very, like, pretend serious and is like, he ate dirt.
Seeker. I believe in you.
No!
Lord points at the forest floor that is disturbed and like has a slightly bigger divot in it where his mouth would have been, and he's like, evidence.
On this very site, you
Yes.
ate dirt.
Lord smiles.
I want a divorce. Actually, I want my coat back.
Are you married?
No, this is my coat.
No.
No.
I'm confused. Okay. Lord just shakes his head and walks over to make tea. Because he's also just like, these two were in the dream right before I met them. High processing.
I'm sorry. It's perhaps I'm being a bit of a nag, but are you sure you're okay?
Uh, do you want the honest answer or the answer that's polite?
The honest answer.
Not exactly.
Okay, how can we help?
Want to drink some tea first, maybe?
We can do this.
Cool. Laura looks. He just starts heating up water and doing his thing. And he's like, I don't have a seat big enough for you. It looks at Coriolis.
The ground's okay, really.
Okay.
There's not a lot of chairs made for me
I
on the mainland.
I just have a log anyway, so yeah.
Well, one could say that logs come in all shapes and sizes.
They do. So Lord looks confused at that saying. Just like, yeah, they do.
In in Seeker's head, they get, I really don't think your friend's okay. I really don't think your friend's okay.
Oh no, definitely not.
What does Seeker remember about lore?
Oh, what does Seeker remember about lore? That is a good question.
I will point out that you remember he had like interesting eyes and that he was tall and that he really didn't like Barbasol, which I refuse to say their actual name, and Ivan. Anyway, I don't remember their last name. I just call them.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
And that despite that kind of traumatic event, he was actually very bubbly afterwards, and totally roasted the professor over burnt orange juice. But you don't actually know that much about him, except that he just kind of wandered in and he's protagonist boy. And tall.
Seeker kind of sort of does like a small like jump off of Coriolis' shoulder to like properly sit down.
One thing I will say is that he did imply earlier that you were his friend.
Yeah, he's dealing with that, don't mind that.
Seeker.
Don't worry about it.
How I met some of my first friends
Seeker,
in
I can hear
Angst.
you overthinking.
I am fine. Laura, come on.
Yeah. Laura kind of.
Do you want sugar? I'm pretty sure I have sugar in here.
Oh, sure. I don't know if I have any sugar left. And he kind of like digs in his backpack that he had on his back, and he's like, I have a little bit, but if you have some, that would help.
Seeker pulls out like a thing of sugar cubes that may or may not have been stolen.
Laura doesn't care.
Like hands out the small little tray.
Yeah. Laura pulls out a couple mugs and looks at Coriolis and thinks for a second and pulls out what looks like a pot with one of those camping handles that could technically be used as a really big mug, and kind of hands it to Coriolis.
They sort of take it with a smile, like, thank you.
I figured it might be easier to hold.
I've got practice, but it's most appreciated.
I mean, I got practice ducking under door frames, but it's still a nice when one fits me.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm sure you have experience with door frames. He smiles.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the ship. It's it's close quarters. So
When you say ship, Lore's eye twitches and he shakes his head a little.
it's like, shit. Does he know or does he not know? In Seeker's head.
In Coriolis' head is, I haven't told anyone at all.
What do you mean you haven't told anyone? What about like a therapist?
Law,
Why aren't you in therapy? They say out loud.
No. Why? Lore looks nervous.
Excuse me, that wasn't that. Anyway, yes, this is good tea that we're about to have. I assume.
Lore smiles and rubs the back of his head sweetly, and he's like, "Don't worry. I'm Seeker knows that I was kind of done with some of the questions that I asked when we met. I've been learning the culture of Anquel a little bit more."
Well, for what it's worth, so have I. I'm an expat as well.
A what?
An expat.
Oh, I don't know that word. Lore tilts his head.
I a new resident.
Oh, same. I've been here. He thinks about a month.
Yeah, well, it's on our trade route. We've seemed to have taken this port as our own for time being. So
Port? Oh, am I near the ocean? And you realize that this kid has no idea where he is.
Before we leave, why don't I just? I've got an astrolabe that maybe you could use.
It's okay. It won't work anyway. And he just kind of smiles and waves his hand like, "No, I'm good."
In Seeker's head, they hear, "I don't know how to interpret that."
Seeker does not know this boy is cursed.
Seeker takes like a curious sip of tea and then just goes, "What do you mean it won't work?"
Oh, right. You didn't get to talk much because of the whole. He gestures. He thinks and he's like, the reason I ended up in Einquell is, and I don't know if you remember how turned around I was. I'm cursed to be lost.
That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
He just like smiles sheepishly, like it's okay.
Roll an insight.
He will. Laura's just he's trying not to say that so often, but because he met Seeker when he was still sharing that information more openly, he's like, this is fair. Especially considering I might tell them about the freaking dream I had. That's a 12.
With a 12, something about what you just said hits close to home. I think that's all you get is just something close to home. With them, something has resonated. And they're just I think they look at you like they understand a little bit.
Lord just says, "Oh, sorry, did I say something? You okay?"
Yeah, no, sir, I think that we might have a similar problem. I'm not going home anytime soon as well.
Oh, Lord just you tell that that hurt Lord very close to home, and he just takes a deep breath. Yeah, I get that.
Apologies. Well,
No, you're fine. Yeah, and Seeker, it's only been a month, but this boy seems like he's been through the ringer a bit.
Do you want to talk about it some?
To talk about what? And he just looks at you confused.
Your experiences.
Oh, well, he smiles. Well, you said protagonist boy, right?
I sure did. Seeker kind of does like the sort of like chin hand posture.
Well, that pretty much sums it up.
you poor soul.
I, yeah, I didn't understand what Seeker meant at the time, but I'm starting to now. And he just looks into the pot of tea. Actually, he stares into the pot of tea for a long time. Are you guys still looking at him?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I get to make you roll intimidation. Roll for whiz saves.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's a 5.
Yeah. 1 second. I gotta roll his thing. That's an 11. Okay. It gets Seeker. Does it get Coriolis? Would you roll author? It affects you too.
Um, let's see here. 14.
Okay, so Coriolis, you're okay, but you notice that as you're staring at this kid, you get the briefest sensation of like, ugh, like not comfortable
Mhm.
fear sensation, but you're not actually afraid. Seeker, you looking at Lore, you're suddenly washed over with. It's not necessarily a fear of Lore, but just how do you feel when you're very afraid?
Oh god. Oh fuck. Wait. Oh god. You want to know how he feels when he's very afraid?
Yeah, he rolled a 5 and Lore rolled an 11. Basically, Lore has the thing with his eyes where if he isn't careful and he stares too long and somebody's looking at him, he accidentally rolls intimidation
Mm. Mm.
because his eyes are stained with fear.
Mm. Um Seeker's response to intense fear is quite unfortunately numbness.
Well,
Uh
shit.
Coriolis, you can feel Seeker's side of the mind go very rigid, and then very, very silent.
Mm, They're going to put their tea aside and just sort of walk over to Seeker and pick him up and into a big hug and just sort of project like we are safe. We are okay. We're on the mainland. We are okay. I promise we're okay.
Lore covers his eyes immediately. He's like, shit, sorry. Seeker, are you okay?
Just
Uh,
1 second.
Okay. Lore keeps his eyes covered.
And you are being held very, very gently.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt because that was a 5 and not something worse.
Mm-hmm. And it fades really quickly as soon. Like it's like it's like turning a light switch on and off. As soon as Lore covered his eyes, it's just gone. That feeling.
There's sort of like this buzz back to reality, and just Seeker kind of like wiggles in Coriolis's grasp,
Mm,
uh, like pets their arm.
he hears in his head, "Are you okay, or are you pretending to be okay so that he doesn't get hurt more?"
I'm fine. It was just a brief moment.
Yeah, Laura, you see as you guys are talking, very quietly moves to dig into his backpack, and before he slides on the sunglasses that you don't remember him having, Seeker, you see that his eyes are very bright purple.
Mm.
You remember them
Uh,
being purple, but yeah, you know that for a human, that's kind of weird.
Mm.
Coriolis is going to set Seeker down and walk over. Lore, excuse me. May I ask?
Yeah,
May I give you a hug?
that would be nice, thank you.
You get picked up.
That is different. He's just like, oh, okay.
And it is very soft and warm and secure, and it feels like everything's gonna be okay.
Making my boy roll a whiz save, you jerk. That's a 19. Okay, he's okay. He takes a deep breath and just sighs and hugs back. Very firmly, actually. You're like, dang.
Mm,
Like, this boy is strong. It doesn't hurt you, but he cling.
yeah, he cling.
And he's like, thanks, Coriolis.
It the least I can do.
Yeah,
You didn't hurt anyone.
yeah, I know. It's just a thing.
Mm.
I don't think it worked when Seeker and I met for reasons. It's okay.
Why don't I serve you up some more tea? You look like you need it.
Yeah, sure. And Seeker, again, you're reminded that this boy is not as bubbly as he was.
Mm. 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 Lo, do you still want to talk about it?
Oh, yeah, maybe I can just answer questions instead. The eye thing is, a different curse, I guess you could call it. Um,
Oh boy, you're full up, huh?
I guess you could say that. And he just kind of laughs, tired.
Seeker, in your head, you hear, this is a fucking child. This is a kiddo. This, like,
Mhm.
were we ever this young? We were his age or a little bit younger when we were, like, when things went bad.
Mm.
You don't actually know how old Lore is, Seeker. You just know he's younger.
Ha ha. I laugh in Seeker lore. Um, not not lore the character. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I know what
Um,
you mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a confusing name.
yup. Uh, but uh, Seeker. Coriolis, in your mind, Seeker just goes, "Well, I think that's how aging works."
One sec.
Oh,
I will say that
I
Lore just
will.
kind of sighs and he's like, just waiting. Kind of fidgets with his glasses like he's not used to wearing them.
Nice glasses, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I got him with me. I, I got found family.
Oh, who'd you get found familied with?
A little. He smiles really happily, and he's like, "Oh, here, one moment." And he digs through his backpack, and he actually pulls out a little journal, and he hands it to you. And there's a picture of a cute little mouse tune, and next to it says "Minami."
Uh, Seeker looks. Eyebrows sort of like way raised. Just like a neutral happy expression.
Yeah, I got a big sister now. I
Hello.
she is.
Hi, Arthur.
Hi, author. Do I need to repeat kind of what happened really quick?
Yes, please.
Okay, so basically, Laura was fidgeting with his sunglasses. He wasn't used to wearing them. Seeker asked about it. He said he got it with with someone and then laughed, and he said he got found family. Seeker asked about that. He pulled out a notebook journal thing and flipped to a page, and there on it is a drawing of a cute little mouse toon with the name Minami on it.
Aw.
Seeker's in that position of tell me all about it again.
Yeah, Laura's just like, yeah, I technically have an older sister, so that's nice. Oh man, I think I mentioned how many siblings I had. I think I have 6 younger siblings. I'm the oldest. But yeah, Minami's around my age. I've never met anybody my age before, but they're a few months older. So that was nice. They're really
How
small
old
though.
are you?
Laura kind of flinches, but not in a bad way. Just kind of like he knows that you're not gonna like the answer. I just turned 18.
This is
Nice,
the fucking
congratulations.
child.
Sorry, what?
This is the fucking child.
What did Seeker say?
He said congratulations.
He's like, yeah, and then he cuts himself off really quickly and looks back down at his tea like, and takes a sip.
You...
He looks really nervous. He's like, I don't want to tell you because I think you're gonna freak out if I do.
We'll be fine.
When Seeker and I met, that was my birthday. Which, Seeker, you know, was a month ago. And the professor's eidolons.
Seeker carefully does not freak out. Coriolis could probably hear like the mini "That was your birthday" inside of his mind.
Oh,
But like outside he's very, very calm. Like he nods very understandingly. Completely totally normal. Like this wasn't just a fact that's been dropped on him.
Yeah. Can Laura roll insight?
You can roll insight.
That's an 18.
Are you rolling insight on Seeker?
Yes.
That's a 29.
Oh, everything's fine. Laura.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. What about Coriolis? I can roll for Coriolis specifically for.
With an 18, they're not really hiding it. Like it's sort of like they remember being, that age. They sure do remember being that age, and they remember life kind of sucking because everything happened so much. But it's like they don't seem dismayed, but they also might not know exactly what happened during the professor's eidolons.
Yeah. Nope, they probably don't. And so Lord just like shrugs and gives a smile that's a little tired, and he's like, it's okay. I kind of knew that was, well, not that the professor thing, but I knew that I was gonna not be at home that day.
Or for a while.
Essentially.
Should have thought you like cake or something.
Well, you didn't know, and we had to deal with the whole situation thing.
Seeker nods.
I mean, it can't be that traumatic to throw someone a party.
During the circumstances, I don't think it was appropriate. Lord kind of holds up a
well,
finger.
No, but we could do something, recently.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Hold on. Seeker is going to roll simple save. Just simple save. Don't worry about him. Everything's fine.
I'm always worried about him.
Coriolis distinctly gets the vision of like a brief flashback of what happened at the last birthday party Seeker went to.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, Jesus.
It's very fast and kind of sort of flickers through very quickly. short answer you can get, not great.
That was a minus. That was a
Sure.
-1.
Yep.
Roll.
That was him like trying not to think about it. Nope,
Mhm.
he thought about all of it
Wonderful.
at once.
Oh, fun.
They're just like cool.
We can have a small event.
I'm really okay. It's okay. Thank you though for the thought. And Magic, you bleh, Seeker. Fuck. Seeker, you remember that Lord never seemed to have problems talking before. Now he seems hesitant to say things.
Lo,
Yeah?
Seeker is looking at you very intensely. With his sunglasses still on. Are you sure there's nothing you want to talk about? You've been very quiet.
Oh, I, I guess I don't talk as much anymore. He kind of looks off, thinking about it, like he hadn't considered. I mean, a lot's happened though. I don't necessarily. Uh, he went. You can tell that he went to say, "I just met you," but hesitates.
Seeker kind of like stares.
um.
Can may I ask a question?
Yeah.
How do you know my name?
Uh, you you don't even have to roll insight for this. He freezes, but it's kind of comical. And he's like, shit. Shit. He just kind of looks down and sighs.
Hey, we're not mad, and you're okay.
I don't think
And
you're
if you
gonna.
don't want to say, then it is okay for you not to say.
Well, I just don't think you're gonna like how I know.
Try me.
Moore sighs and looks off to the side and takes off his glasses carefully. See, I don't know if Seeker. I don't think I told Seeker this, but my eyes are purple because of an accident when I was younger.
Mm.
With ink. And I found out recently it was Toon ink. But, because of it, it was enchanted with fear. And so there's fear effects with it. Like, if I'm not careful and I'm staring too long and somebody looks at my eyes at the wrong time, it can make them afraid. But it also means I get nightmares. And
No.
I think I'm starting to dream about other people's nightmares. I dreamed about you and Seeker.
Which dream?
Um, which one do you want to hear about first?
I think in their heads, like Seeker has the feeling of like being turned to, like, what do we do with it? What do we do about this? What are we doing here?
This entire time, Laura's looking at you both very apologetically.
Mm.
Tell me about mine first.
There was a ship, and you didn't mean to be on it when it started to leave. And then I was in a hallway, and I realized I was you. And there was someone trying to chase me. But there was a sound. It was never farther away. It was just always right behind me. And then suddenly I heard thunder, and I was really tall again, but taller than I normally am, and it was Coriolis. There's something wrong with the ship. It wasn't mine anymore. something was rotten about it. And he scrunches his face up a little bit because he's talking like it was him, and he's like, a captain goes down with their ship, so I had something in my hand, and then there is fire everywhere, and they shouldn't have come on the ship with a sword.
Easy. That. Oh boy. They sort of falter, and I think I need to make a wood save.
Yeah, Lord just says, I knew your name because you said you were the Coriolis. That's what we felt. You felt. Sorry, I dream like I am the person.
Mm. Yes, I. Could Seeker get advantage because Coriolis rolled the nat 20?
Yep. Roll advantage. Can't guarantee you it'll be any better. It's a 9.
It's a little better.
It's a little better.
Not that much.
Does
Lord.
Coriolis know by now
Mhm.
how to comfort Seeker during this shit?
Hmm. He's more just very quiet. He's not like shut down. He's just very quiet.
Mm.
Yeah, Lord has looked away from you both. Like he's nervous to look at you. Like he feels guilty.
Don't do that, kiddo.
I just,
You haven't done anything wrong.
it just feels wrong to see those things. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad. Neither is Seeker.
Seeker shakes his head if Laura's looking.
He'll look back up at you and see it. And he's like, "It's, thank you. It's not like I want to see them.
Would context help? Or
I'm not gonna make you give context for something that I think you both don't like."
no, it's mine's not that bad. I have worse nightmares.
Lord looks at you very seriously.
I actually do.
I believe you, but that one's not. It hurts at the end. And you realize this kid feels everything in the dreams.
Mm.
Fantastic. Um, I can't speak much of it, but my nightmares can get a lot worse.
I figured. Sorry, that sounded rude.
You're
It's fine,
you're
really.
okay. We're a sorry pair, we know.
Well, I felt afraid in them, but I didn't feel as afraid, I think, as I could have.
There's a failsafe in my ship because we've been blessed with a truly gifted engineer. And it has a bit of a sordid past.
Is the
And
engineer part of your family?
yes, Sharky, we call him.
Okay.
I saw him
Sorry.
get caught in a rotisserie machine once.
Oh, gosh.
I don't think it was technically a rotisserie machine, but yes.
It wasn't turned on, but it sort of looked like a carousel. This is off topic. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's nice to. You're good.
And that's the best case scenario, that dream, is if the people who had before return, the uh, the mechanics that we have put in place to keep it from falling back into their hands do their job well.
Can I ask a personal question?
Of course,
How did you die?
there was there's a storm on the ship that I was being held captive on, and when the mass split, it fell, and um, I was in the way.
Oh. Did you know why you came back?
Yes, actually. Um, I was found by someone with and they smile. And it's a genuine smile. It's affectionate. This is maybe another part of their family. I was found by a goddess with a soft spot for strays and castaway things.
Lore smiles and he's like, that sounds like a friend of mine. And then he like catches himself and look. You see Seeker. You see his eyes dart to you, and then dart back to Coriolis. Like he is like shit.
Mm.
Seeker's been pretty distracted. Cause
Coriolis sees this for sure though.
uh, he's just been kind of like looking slightly away with like a hand over his mouth.
Uh, yeah. I've noticed Anquil has a thing about gods. He like clears his throat awkwardly, and
Mm.
bites his lip. He's like, and then he like takes a deep breath, and just says, well, I'm glad you're around. It's nice to meet you. I don't normally get to meet the people in my well. He seems to falter at that. I don't know if all of them are real, but I sure hope not.
Mm.
And he kind of clutches his cup tight.
Would you like another hug?
I think I need a minute. Sorry.
You have several.
Yeah. I just ever since I got to Einquell, they've gotten different.
Mm.
I've had nightmares since I was small because of what happened with my eyes, but they haven't been this vivid before.
Getting harder to shake them off.
Yeah, that and I don't have my family to help me out with them.
Mm.
I miss my parents. And Seeker, you remember when Laura was trying to comfort the professor? Like he did talk about his dad a little bit,
Mm.
and
A
it was
wiggle.
yeah, it was very affectionate, and he was very adamant about the professor. That anybody who wanted to be a parent that spoke volumes.
Mhm. Mm. God, I'm just doing wiggles.
I wiggle.
Mm. It's hard to know that the people you love are out there and missing you
Well,
and have no way back to them.
well, I can write them letters at least. I don't know how they send, but they send. All I have to do is write their name on it. And CK,
Oh, really?
do you want to roll history?
24.
Wonderful. You remember Connie saying that.
Connie saying that.
All you have to do is write his name on the letters, and they'll send.
I, Seeker. Seeker looks. Seeker looks. Seeker looks confused.
Laura's like, yeah, I don't get it either. But I can talk to my folks and my siblings and
I,
everybody else in Ordinal.
do you
Where'd you?
do you know someone named Benjamin? A
Benjamin?
cat named Benjamin.
No, I don't. Why? He looks confused at why you're bringing up a cat named Benjamin.
sorry, had someone with a similar, sort of experience. Sorry.
Oh, they can send
Disregard
letters
that.
too? I've never met
Uh,
anybody else who can send them like I do. It's really weird because all I have to do is write it and then I set it down and it just disappears and then if their attunement like ends up in their hammer space and I don't know how it always finds them. It doesn't send their address, it just finds them wherever you are. Um and so you remember again, that was like the exact explanation a cat gave you.
mm,
And they said that the person who does that is the parcel god.
mm.
Does Coriolis know this information?
They would have heard Benjamin the cat say it inside Seeker's head.
They're looking at Seeker. Like it, he's getting the feeling that they're waiting for him to put the dots together. Like, yeah, it's the same thing.
I mean, his mind's more going at a, do I tell him, or do I let him figure it out through protagonist shenanigans?
Oh, for fuck's sake, tell him.
Do they say that out loud?
They say in his head, but they're just like, this. Do you really think he's not going to have enough things to sort through in terms of plot shit already?
Actually, as you guys are like having your little conversation, he's like, "Oh yeah, here I can show you." Coriolis, do you spell it like the weather event?
Yes, it might not work for me.
Um,
It's
well, so far,
Coriolis is the chosen name.
it just has to be the name that other people would call you. So, Lord Pick takes out a piece of paper, writes his default "nice to meet you" with his initials, writes Coriolis on it, and sets it down. And Coriolis, you feel something in your pocket as the letter suddenly disappears.
Is there a cat near me?
Nope, you don't see anything. But Magic, Seeker, you remember as the cat walked away in the shop, it disappeared.
I think that
The thought of invisible cats comes across Seeker's mind.
Lord just looks at Coriolis like, did you get it?
you know what? Hold on.
Okay.
They're going to reach into their pocket, take out a little packet, and they unwrap it, and there is some freshly caught fish in there. And they just put it in front of them and wait.
You have to write my name on it.
No, this isn't for you.
Oh. He tilts his head.
Can
Nothing.
they roll would this be persuasion? Would this actually? I guess
Yeah.
it would be animal handling. Animal handling, right?
It can be persuasion or animal handling.
I'll go with animal handling
Mhm.
because I never get to use that one.
Okay. It is going to be a pretty high DC. These are professionals.
Can I ask for advantage because Seeker is there?
Yeah, no, Seeker might see something because they have a boon.
Oh, right. What does Seeker see with his goat
With his goat eyes.
What do you
really
see
quick.
with your goat eyes?
roll really quick. You can roll oh shit. Like just I guess
Can I roll to search for cat?
Yeah, roll to search for cat. It's gonna be a lower DC for you.
Okay, hold on. Seeger kind of approaches the fish, like kind of walks around it. Walks around Coriolis. That's a 9.
Yeah, no, that's still
Wasn't
high
very
enough for
good.
you. You see, as you look around the fish, you see an orange cat. It's not Benjamin. Just kind of sniff at it, and then like huff, and then trot off, and it disappears.
You feel a mental poke.
What?
Coriolis or Seeker feels a mental poke from Coriolis.
Did none of you see that?
Lord looks at you like, why are you staring at fish? Okay, I do see the fish.
Did none of you see the cat that was here?
The cat? Lord looks confused.
I think this might be sort of a thing from the conversation I was just sort of in the background for.
I mm,
Lord Coriolis, you know that you can test that letter thing.
Hmm. I think that they're going to wrap up the package and write in very neat, sort of efficient lettering, Benjamin the Cat on it.
Benjamin Cat.
Benjamin the Cat.
You set it down. I have to roll. Because you didn't meet the cat. Seeker did. Yeah, no, you... Nothing happens.
hold on. Let me try real fast.
Laura's really confused because, like, you mentioned Benjamin Cat and then you just wrote Benjamin Cat on a package and set it down. He just looks at you two like, what the fuck is happening? He doesn't say
Sorry,
that.
Don't worry, I'm eccentric.
Oh, I already knew that, Seeker. He smiles.
Good.
I mean, he smiles. I mean, he gestures at himself wearing, thankfully, a different outfit. It's like a sunflower crop top and sunflower pants and whatever. Just it's like I get that a lot too.
I'm okay. I can't. God, I have terrible memory. Did Benjamin like specify that they were like a thing of the parcel god?
Yes, they did.
Seeger rates in Sylvan because that's how he writes most of his official shit. Benjamin, messenger of the parcel god, and sort of places the thing down. Actually, he also writes, here, we got some fish for you.
As soon as you set it down, it disappears, and you see a flash of Benjamin jump out of nowhere, grab it, and jump off.
Yeah, that was what I was expecting. Anyways.
And you swore the cat winked at you for just a split second.
Seeger is staring.
And actually, as you stare really closely, is there any like little knickknack things that Seeker kind of likes?
Seeker does in fact like bits and bobs and shiny things.
You look down and you swear that you see like a bobbin or something from Connie and Day's shop. And it has a little tag on it that says Seeker.
Seeker picks it up.
Blair looks confused.
So
you flip the tag over, it just says meow.
Oh, wonderful. I can't speak cat.
I'll give it here, I do.
It just says
Seeker
meow.
handed it.
The cat wrote meow. It just means meow. The cat's being stupid.
I don't think there's a cat language. That I was pulling your leg to see if you'd actually give it to me.
You're welcome.
Can I have it back?
No, of course. So one day we ran into.
It's very shiny, by the way, Seeker.
I think Seeker's kind of hyperfixated on it for a moment after
like,
it hands it back.
You know the very bronzy shiny, and how like something small can have a lot of weight to it. It's like that.
Yeah, I think as soon as he like gets a really good look at it, he's just kind of entranced for a moment. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, this is what the cat wanted.
While he's doing that, Coriolis is just like to Lore. The other day, we had a little bit of an encounter with I think technically it was what, 2 gods, 3 gods? I lost count. And one of them was known as the parcel god, and it sounds a little bit like you're playing by his rules, their rules. I'm not sure what kind of cat gender they might have.
Lore looks confused, and then he just looks at you like with wide eyes and shock.
Oh, God damn it, Coriolis! I was gonna be cryptic about this.
Why?
Because it's fine.
Look at him. He's got anxiety.
What? No. I'm fine. What does it have to do with cats?
It
Oh,
was a
all of them.
sort of a cat god.
It's a cat god with mail? What? That doesn't make any fucking what? Me gets to roast my own god.
I
Living the
I
dream.
couldn't tell you honestly. They're just cats.
There's a cat named Benjamin?
Oh yes, there's a cat named Benjamin. Very polite.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can we pause for just a second while I run to the restroom?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
It's been like an hour. We should take like a. It's been like an hour and a half.
Cool. We can like take a 5-minute break if y'all need.
Yeah.
Okay.
5-minute break.
Perfect. Be right back.
I wiggle at you, beloved, if you're still here.
I would go back.
I give you
My
kiss.
cat is draped over my arm like a tea towel.
Trapped.
He's fine. He's fine.
I wiggle at you,
I would go back.
but also
Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real fast.
No worries.
I'll be right back. Take my headphones off. Probably also mute.
Hello, listening audience. Apologies. I am the only one here now. You are at my mercy. Despair. Anyways. Yeah, it's fucking wild what's going on in these here parts these days, right? Indeed. Yep. Hmm. Is this the
Hello.
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 Can I say
Yes.
can I say that I have had the first part of Bohemian Rhapsody stuck in my head since the fucking dream sequence?
Oh, you're welcome.
Is this the real life? Is this
this
just fantasy?
fantasy?
Caught in
Wait, are we allowed to
a
do this or is it copyright?
I think that's the maximum amount of Bohemian Rhapsody we are legally allowed to
if we say it like man, I don't know how we would say it otherwise.
Maybe we sort of like
maybe we're off pitch enough that it's okay.
well, we're certainly not in sync, so
Oh, well, perfect. It's a round.
here we go.
Man, can you imagine?
As Freddie Mercury intended.
Yeah, that's totally what we intended. I just realized that I need to get more water, so I'll be right back.
Oh, please do.
But don't.
Hi, beloved.
Hi, beloved.
How you doing so far?
I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I wiggle.
I will go back.
god. Can't believe he got a bobbin.
He got bits.
Also, I will say, he was planning to be cryptic about the whole thing.
Yeah, and Coriolis is just like, stop torturing the kid.
Boo.
It's not how you're supposed to nurture protagonists.
Yeah,
You're
you
supposed
have
to
to,
give them.
No,
you have to throw them into lava, and then they
give
emerge.
him a fucking break though. Look at him.
Look at him. He's tall and has no money.
Look at him. He's got anxiety.
You took a
Honestly,
perfectly
they're
good
just
protagonist and you gave them anxiety.
honestly, they're just like this lad has enough problems without them like deliberately not helping.
Give my boy my problems. Do it.
I hand you a kind-hearted Thembo. No, they just want to be okay. Look at him.
Thembo meets Hembo.
Thembo meets Himbo.
Mm-hmm.
I shoved my twink into a timeout corner.
Lord looks back and is like, nobody has told me what twink means yet.
I think honestly that no one's told me either.
Huh. Maybe we can go to the library together. Anyway,
That'd actually be a lot of fun. Yeah.
anyway, cut back into the fact that Laura's confused about cats and mail.
Before we drop the subject, I hand you
Mm-hmm.
he goes to the library to find out what twink means and meets a different character of mine.
Oh please, that would be hilarious. Put that on the shelf for later.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Yeah. What the fuck does that have to do with cats?
The messages are like cat shaped.
Are they cat shaped or are they cats? I feel like there's a distinction to be made there.
I don't know.
Hmm.
They could be cat. They could be both. Technically, there are some sort of divine spirits. I can't think about this.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Oh,
man.
it's nice that they seem to like the two of you.
But Laura's like stammering and like scratches his head. He's like, but how the
Ooh, mysterious divinity connections.
Laura
Secret.
looks back at you. Laura looks back at you, kind of in like shock fear, because so far your predictions have been right.
Seeker is holding a notebook and writing down some notes.
Laura looks
I mean,
nervous.
I could ask Griggs about it.
Who?
Griggs. She babysits for us some weekends, so
Oh,
I mean, next time she's around.
wait. I thought you weren't married, but you have a kid?
No.
Oh, no, not with Seeker. Well, I think no, I don't suppose. But
is it like a poly relationship? Because I mean, I got 6 parents.
no, it's no yuck. Our ship has a couple crew members who are one is 3 years old, the other's turning 8.
Aw, I have, I have some siblings around those ages, and he smiles.
Yeah, Lemon is going through her knives phase, and they like singing.
Oh man, Lur smiles fondly, and I don't know if that catches you off guard. He's like, "Yeah, my little sister uses infernal rebuke on me at bedtime." He says with all the fondness in the world.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, you get really good at the reflex of just acting before they cast it. And Seeker, you know that means this kid's a mage slayer because of a little kid.
Oh, joyous. That's fun information for him to stash. He's still taking notes.
Lord, like his eyebrows scrunch in vague concern.
Scribble, scribble.
Lord just like.
Coriolis is just, are you doing that on purpose in order to psych him out?
It's fine, I guess.
Oh, uh, no, but that would be entertaining.
No.
I'm glad you're
No.
entertained.
Be nice.
He's fine. I mean, we're friends, I think, right?
Yes, yes, we are friends.
I mean, I really hope we're friends after how we met. I mean, yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. Oh, uh, hey, out of character, author, did TOC say it was okay for Lore to say that they met them to Seeker? Just not mention what they talked about, that one thing?
Yeah.
Okay, just double
Yeah,
checking.
the chicken themselves is not a secret.
Also, I will say, Coriol, there was a lot more hesitation in saying that, yeah, they're friends, than there probably should have been. Anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna run back to that one.
Did he say not to mention the dead god?
The dead god's probably fine.
Okay, cool. Lord just like, oh hey Seeker, I met TOC.
Oh.
Yeah, they're great. I also met their friend.
Friend?
The one that doesn't have a face but has all the faces.
I don't think I've met that friend. We do have a lot of friends though.
There's a dead god. He winces.
The what now?
The dead god.
Oh no, I have met that one. Huh.
Oh shit, does that mean Seeker knows that TOC died?
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
Died in front of Lore.
Not in front of Lore, just in general.
Yeah. Lore's just like, yeah, he holds up two fingers. That's two gods. I'm not thrilled. I've been here a month. What the fuck is wrong with Einquell?
I don't know. I don't know.
Lore looks
he
so
says,
stressed.
Seeker also looks stressed.
They are bonding over their stress.
He keeps running into gods, and it's stressful because they're just out here.
Yeah.
They're just fucking vibing out here. They shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Coriolis looks like Coriolis looks honestly confused. Like, what's a TOC?
Does he ask that?
Oh
yeah. They. Sorry.
I pat you.
Thank you. I'll get it eventually. Okay. I'm getting a little better. It's fine. Okay, moving on.
I hold you soft.
I hold you soft.
I hold you both soft. Yeah. Lore looks up and he's like, "Oh yeah, talk. I mean, yeah, I think it's okay to call them that. They're." He smiles. They're jiggin.
Indeed.
Yeah. The ticked off chicken.
Aren't most chicken. Hang on, is this the chicken that you said was like a high priest or something? They say this to Seeker.
Seeker keeps writing.
Well, considering he has a strong connection to a god, and seeing that Seeker is also nervous around gods, I would say that that's how they would phrase it. They would probably hate it, though. They don't seem to like that god. Well, it's complicated.
God. Just like, it's okay. That seems needlessly complicated, but alright.
That's exactly what it is, honestly. He just winces.
Author roasting their own characters.
Me also wanting to roast my own characters, but it's great. Yeah. So Lore just winces and he's like, yeah, meeting them was weird.
Are you okay? Are they, like, it's... I mean, I don't normally think of chickens as, like, omens of despair, but...
Oh, no, I meant the dead god. TOC was great. No, they were great. I like them a lot. And I said
dying. I'm fucking dying.
You're welcome.
God.
What about him?
Magenta.
Magenta. Mm-hmm.
This is incomprehensible to anyone except literally us. Sorry, audience. Anyways.
That's
I'd say here.
Anyway, magenta. Moving on. Yeah. Well, it's just like, yeah, no, the dead god was weird because apparently you're not supposed to get headaches when you meet them, but he shrugs.
That's a little bit concerning.
That's a lot bit concerning.
Well, I mean, it was my first time meeting a god. I think it's just like that, right? I don't know.
No.
No, it definitely wasn't like that.
Oh. Laura looks concerned.
I mean, I think you really should meet drugs. They're honestly, they're you know,
Mhm.
just a person. You know, they keep a couple cats themselves.
So why should I meet them if they're just a person?
Because I assume it would be less stressful. I
Um,
hesitate with you. I don't quite understand, but
do
I
they?
don't have to understand to accept. They
Do
say this last to seeker.
yeah? No, Laura's confused. Like, do they just know about gods or something? Like, he just tilts his head.
I will. I have to assume. Um,
Hello. Do you
Yeah.
have any known connections to gods?
Oh, yeah. I'm named after one.
Can I roll a religion?
Yeah.
Doop, 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 doop,
um,
16.
What are you trying to suss out?
You know, lore, the god, that lore, not this lore.
Yeah.
Um, any relations to certain other gods?
If you ask a few more questions, I think you'll get stuff.
Okay. Ooh, what sort of god was lore?
Oh, well, yeah, so my name's Lorm. Oh, yeah, sorry. He looks at Coriolis. My name's Lorm Quire Parif, and he holds out a hand. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too, Captain Coriel. So the Vengeful Dead. It was funny when they took the name out. And they shake your hand very carefully.
Lore gives it a really firm squeeze, and you know that you're not gonna hurt this kid.
They're still very careful.
Uh, Lore smiles, and he's like, honestly, that's the coolest shit I've ever heard.
Okay. Sorry, you were saying.
Oh,
You're
right.
named after.
Yeah. So my name's Lorem, but he tries to think about where to start. He's like, okay, first off, I know the name of my town, but not where it is or the country it is in. Just that it's far away. This has to do with the curse, so I cannot give you a lot of detail about certain things or why my home worships this. Well, I mean. He thinks. He's like, my name is Lorem, but my nickname is Lore because of the god of lore, whose name is Lore. Like, he puts his hands out, like, matter-of-factly. But my town is basically a giant... my family runs printing presses. I don't know if I mentioned that, Seeker. That's why my name is Lorem. But we print books and stories and documents and basically anything, including maps. Ironically, he laughs. But we also have, because of that, we keep all the stories we print as long as we're allowed to, and that's how we honor them, is by keeping lore. But my family has worshipped them since I can remember. But I know that Ordinal Point was only founded about. He thinks 25-ish years ago, something like that. Has less than 50 people in it, but it was founded because of I think my country's newer, so they were trying to make sure that their people kind of settled places, But our place was made to keep information safe. And so a lot of his followers ended up there to do that. Does that answer your question? He kind of looks back at you.
Does this god of law have any sort of pantheon connections?
I don't know, actually. I've never thought about it. He kind of looks down. But you, Seeker, with the 16, you get the inkling that they might. And you think about continuity.
How much of this is Coriel's getting?
Can you roll on intelligence?
Sure. Straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
Alright. $16.
Alright. Seeker's thoughts right now, are somewhere between the logical, maybe they should go, maybe they have, like, some sort of connection? Names have power, that sort of thing. There's also, like, there's the sort of, like, Sylvian.
Sylvian?
Yeah, like the meme, you know the one, with like the billboard and like the red string, just Pepe Sylvia. There we go.
I don't know that one actually.
I'll show you after.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this giant string board, and he's half coming up with like very out there theories.
Oh, the conspiracy board meme.
Yes, that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Listen. This man has convinced himself someone was a vampire when they very obviously weren't. He If you throw enough spaghetti at the wall, something's gonna stick.
Something's gonna stick and make a conspiracy board.
Yep. Coriolis, half of it's that. Half of it is like kind of like filing this information. I do wiggle. You can follow like the base of it, like, maybe those two have a connection because parcel god.
I also give you with a 16 the fact that Lore dreamed of your lore.
In the middle of the conspiracy board is in the middle of the conspiracy board is, does lore equal lore? 3 question marks.
Why? What you? I'm sorry. Do you think that this extremely this extremely stressed 18-year-old is a god and doesn't know it?
Seeker is still writing.
Lore's
I know
shaking
you
her
can hear
head
me.
and looking at you both confused. And I mean, this kid is just a human. Like, he's just a kid.
Seeker, look at him. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that if he is, he's scared and stressed.
Lore just, hey, is everything okay? Did I say something wrong?
No, excuse us. We're having a bit of a discussion.
Lore looks even more confused. Like, okay.
We accidentally got cursed.
What? And now you can talk to each other?
Yes, the curse is having to talk to each other.
Oh, that doesn't seem that bad.
Yes, terrible. Horrible reality.
Are you sure you guys are in a relationship?
Don't,
no.
don't. They're saying that out loud. Don't start.
Lord looks more confused.
Okay.
No matter what he says, we're not engaged.
Do they say that out loud?
Yup.
Laura's just like, are you actually engaged?
Nope.
You know, via technicality.
Laura looks dubious.
Seeker has a cat face on. It is very he's not even hiding it. Laura, he is definitely pulling on Coriolis's leg right now.
Laura laughs and he's like, maybe that's why cats like you.
All
Because
right.
he's basically a cat.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Are you a goat or a cat? Laura laughs.
I'm
A cat for sure.
A cat. Laura nods.
I have hooves.
Well, I guess you're a cat with hooves.
A weird cat.
Really weird cat. I also, I say this, me and Katie, and I'm like, I look at Day, who's also just a weird cat.
Man, that's just a weird cat.
This is a weird cat.
Hey, who's a cat? Get out of here.
No. I pet you. Anyway, yeah, Seeker's a cat.
God.
What about him?
Just he lets out a sigh and like flips to a new page of the notebook. And writes down an address.
Cool.
And like rips it out and hands it to Lore. I have a feeling this might be of some use to you if you can get there.
Lore looks at it and he's like, "Oh, I've been here."
Uh.
Yeah, this is Day's place, right?
Sort of.
So, what do you mean?
There's
It's the shop, right? The break shop.
Oh yes. Yes, that shop.
Yeah, I went over there the other day. I helped them. They had a lot of hands and arms prosthetics, but yeah, my little sister Kettle sent me a thing, and they helped me put it together. And Seeker, you remember? I think you remember them mentioning that they just had. Day mentioning that they just got something in that's gonna help them with prosthetics from a friend.
Seeker kind of like nods, like understandingly, like he knows exactly what you're talking about, Lore. Like actually and not sarcastically.
Look, Seeker does this a lot even when he doesn't. So so Lore's just like, yeah.
I suggest doing a revisit.
Oh, are they okay?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that question.
Lore looks confused. He's like,
They're not. What's the best way to phrase this? I don't think they're in danger.
Oh, well, here, 1 second. And Lore pulls out a piece of paper.
Oh, God.
And quickly writes down, like, oh, hey, Day, just wanted to know if you're doing okay. I ran into a mutual friend of ours, and signs his name. Folds it up, puts it in an envelope, writes Daedalus break on it, and sets it down. And Seeker, you see, not the orange cat this time. It's almost like Benjamin's like teasing you at this point, and he very happily trots off, up, takes the letter, it disappears, and Lore's just like, that take a little longer, and Benjamin just smiles at you and trots away, and disappears.
I think that cat is taunting me.
Lore's just like, oh shit, yeah, that's a cat. Lore looks around. How do you know?
He does a gesture.
That doesn't explain shit, Seeker.
I don't know how to better explain it. They're just there.
They're just there. Why do you see invisible letter cats?
I don't know.
What happened to you?
I suggest going to the shop when you have a chance.
Cool. Okay.
KT, do you want a quick scene change?
Yes. I do want a quick scene change. Oh gosh.
I think that
I have an idea.
Oh, please.
Yeah, they're doing whatever, but Day, you feel something that you've never felt before. Something appearing in a space that you don't quite recognize. Well, Connie's like, oh, one moment, and like reaches into
The fuck?
thin air and pulls out something that you can feel it being pulled out, and holds out a letter.
That is incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh, do you not have a hammer space?
Do I look like I got a ham in space?
I don't know.
Well, I technically do. It just didn't work right, so I never use it.
Oh, well, congratulations on having a hammer space, I guess. And he looks
I
at the letter and
literally
he's like,
just could not get weirder.
oh, this is to you. This isn't Seeker's handwriting. And he flips it over.
Oh boy, it's okay. Well, you can read as well as I can. We have the same eyes, so
Oh, yeah, that's fair. And he opens it up. And then he freezes so hard seeing the name at the bottom.
oh, it's from the kid from the other day, Laura.
You met Lore?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, he was a nice kid. He
How
needed
do
help
we
with the
respond
thing.
to this question?
I mean, I think we decide that together. We're in the same boat.
Shit. You can
I
feel
mean,
so much
how,
panic coming from his side of the brain.
okay, we don't have to say much. Like, it just, hello. We're doing okay. Fused with a god.
No,
Um,
please don't
but
tell them that.
great weather.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. We should,
Why?
no. I'll tell you later. How about that?
Yeah, but why though?
Um,
Why? Why? Tell me.
shush. Oh no, are
Why?
you gonna do that thing where you won't shut up?
Why?
No, I will stick a celery in your eye. Wait, it's our eye. Crap. Okay,
I'll hold off. But seriously, he's a nice kiddo.
oh, yes, I'm
What
sure
what,
he's
what do you got
pleasant.
against him?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Can I say, you get another letter in your pocket. It is a small note,
Mm-hmm.
from Seeker that just says, "I'm so sorry."
Oh, it's from Seeker.
Oh, yeah, why? Oh, God.
I wonder what Seeker has to do with it.
The goat knows the lad. Shit. Of course he
He's a
does.
lad.
The Lord lad. And he says that with
Yes.
a bit of uncomfortableness.
I mean, presumably.
Presumably. Oh, no,
One could
this is.
assume.
Dave, I love. Well, platonically, I love you. I mean, I kind of have no choice, but you're wonderful.
A little bit close for that, but okay.
It's a turn of phrase. We're all close, also. He says it like he's trying to make a joke. Anyway. And he's like, this is just one of those things and he puts emphasis on no, you know? The whole thing with the God thing. I know.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
each
the
other.
gun thing.
They know each other.
Okay.
Which is
And you don't like that?
And they what?
And you don't like that?
It makes things uncomfortable.
I don't know what could you possibly have against this poor kid?
Backstory,
He
I
just
suppose.
Oh, literally, I spent a very pleasant afternoon just doing a
No, they're
crafts project with him.
as they are now. They're definitely pleasant.
What do you mean as they are now?
Don't worry about it. Can we talk about this later?
Or just what I can hear the lore. I can actually hear the lore in your voice.
Well, that's
Honey.
He looks away mentally.
Give me the eyes back.
That feels weird. Don't do that. No, gosh. Okay. I don't know if it's my place to say. That's his business.
I actually don't have a rebuttal for that. Fine. Just what are we putting in this fucking letter?
Oh shit. Okay. Well, what do you want to say? It's technically written to you.
I mean, if you don't want I don't know why you don't want people to know. Like, it's just sort
It's
of
not
a thing.
people,
It's
it's
gonna
just
affect.
him specifically.
Okay. Okay. We will
So,
talk this over later, off screen. For now,
well,
just like
Connie sighs. He's like, you know what? He's already with Seeker. Just say whatever you like. He's
fine. You
probably
know
already
what?
said things.
Out of spite.
Yeah, just
And
out of
they.
spite. Why don't you? We're eating celery after this.
Yes, we are, dear. And they go to write with their tail and realize it's still busted up, and they're just like, bleh. And they they write with a pen, dear Laura, it's good to hear from you. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're taking care. I've been having a great time figuring out the contraption that your sister sent over. Make sure that you let her know just like how well that went over here. Got fused with a god. He's a bit of a character, but we're getting along. Yeah, feel free to visit real soon. We're looking forward to you hanging around. Sincerely, Daedalus Break.
You fold up the letter, you hold it
Yep.
out, and you feel it tug away, and it disappears.
Extremely weird. I think a cat just stole our mail.
And that's what the parcel god does. Like, it delivered it. It didn't steal it.
Are you sure though?
Yes, that's how it. Did you not see them?
No, I'm making a chain. Now it's time for celery.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Can we do it in the spinny chair?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do it in the spinny chair.
We can have zoomies after.
Okay, this is gonna be a fun afternoon.
It's going to be fantastic. I need to not think about what just happened.
I need to resist the urge to interrogate you about it. So have fun dealing with that sort of mental pressure as I deal with it.
No, don't worry. Your brain will get fried with zoomies.
Scene change.
Yep.
God, I hold you so soft, Katie. I'm so sorry if I ruined your plot line.
Oh no, dude! I ruined my own plot line. What are you talking about? I look at this. As long as Lore doesn't know, we're fine. I cackle. Lore gets a letter, and Seeker, you see, very proudly Benjamin trotting up, looking at you, purring loudly, and setting the letter down, and then trotting off again. And Lore's like, oh, I got a letter back. Oh, their handwriting looks different. That's weird. And he opens it up, and he's like, oh, shit. And he just goes silent and stares.
Hands this boy a crisis.
He's a confused crisis he's trying to process.
That's why I couldn't really answer the question if they were alright or not.
Why does this keep happening? He just whispers that.
Lord, would you like a hug?
Maybe, yeah. I just found out that my friend got fused with a god. What does that even mean, fusion?
It's... how do I explain it?
I mean, their tone of voice sounds the same, He holds his head.
It's basically like two people merged into like one form.
Oh gosh, 1 second. I gotta roll with disadvantage. Okay, yeah, no, with an 8. You see Lore wince very visibly, and he's like, oh. You can roll insight on that if you'd like. Or
I am gonna roll insight. My investigation is better. That's 12.
You can do investigation if you like.
I did.
Oh, okay, you can roll with advantage because this is something that you probably will connect the dots very easily to.
23.
Yeah, no, you remember the fact
26.
that...
That's a net 20.
Wonderful. You remember the fact that Laura dreams in first-person point of view normally, and thus it feels like two people. Because he feels his feelings and their feelings.
Seeker opens his arms.
Lore flops into them.
Go too heavy.
Coriolis picks both of them up.
Lore's like, oh, okay. Still getting used to that. That's kind of fun, though.
Yes, of course. Being taller than someone must be a blessing.
You're just mad
It's
that you're
cold,
shorter than counters.
What?
You're just mad that you're shorter than counters.
He makes faces.
Lore,
Lore
really?
smiles.
Lore, please. Don't call him out like this.
Lore looks up and is like, he called me out plenty of times. I feel like this is karma.
This is fair. Do it all you like.
Yeah. Hey, Seeker.
What?
Can you even ride roller coasters?
Alright, first of all, he says,
I'll take that as a no. Man.
first of all, I have ridden on a Ferris wheel. Second of all,
Yeah,
I
but a
should
baby
not
can ride
be
on a
on
Ferris
roller
wheel.
coasters. I should not be on roller coasters, so I tend not to go on them very often.
Why can't you
last
be on
time
roller coasters?
Would you like a demonstration?
Sure.
Seeker kind of like wiggles his arm, pulls something out of his bag. It's wrapped in cloth. And he pulls out what looks to be like a carving knife. He doesn't like place the he places like the flat of the blade to his finger. And Lore, you can see it slowly start to develop a very pink rash. As he holds it there.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
right.
that's enough. That's enough.
Hey. Lore flicks your nose, Seeker.
Ow! Don't flick me where I have a knife!
Yeah, well, maybe don't have a silver knife.
Well, no, this isn't silver.
Or iron, or whatever the hell.
It's iron.
It is. Why do you have an iron knife? You're a fae.
Listen, silver knives are very expensive.
Okay, well then save up.
Okay, Seeker, knife away now.
Okay, look.
Okay.
As soon as I find
Lore.
a knife that you actually can have, I'll send it to you, okay?
Really,
Lore.
it's fine. I use it for sharpening pencils.
Lord
He like
narrows his
grabs
eyes at
it
you,
up.
and he's like, I'm sending you shit when I find it. And also, Coriolis, you notice that this kid is just doing this to not talk about the other thing.
They're sitting there holding two idiots. Just like, this is their life.
Arguing like brothers.
I think that, like, they're going to hoist Lore up onto their shoulder in, like, a fireman's carry, and they're going to flip Seeker upside down, and they're like, okay, you guys are in timeout.
Lore's just like, this is disconcerting.
You have like a very, very struggling satyr.
Do you really want me to drop you right now?
Lore's just like, this hasn't happened since I was like 8.
I don't know, are you going to drop me?
You just hear...
Depends on if you keep wiggling.
Lore whispers in Coriolis' ear. Drop him.
No.
Aw.
They just give you a look like, really?
Lore shrugs.
Coriolis, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think you have the heart to drop me.
I really don't.
Is that an undead joke?
Probably was. Oh, oops. And they do that thing where they, like, their arms loosen a second, and then, but just an instant so that you drop like an inch.
Seeker looks unfazed.
Lore's just like, oh, I know how to phase him.
No more roughhousing, what is it?
Lore whispers in Coriolis' ear, just use your mind link to say something that you know is going to make him blush.
Oh. Hmm. And in your head you hear, I really enjoy your stories, and I think that you're a truly talented storyteller.
I'm. Thank
Lord,
you. It's literally my job.
Lord leans over and he sighs. He's like, no, not like that. Whatever it wasn't enough. Okay, say something like, you really appreciate their company and you couldn't replace them, even if you don't necessarily mean it. They can't take compliments from you specifically.
I mean, I think that they know that already.
Well, shit. Never mind. Hey, Seeker.
What?
Guess what?
You were ominously whispering a moment ago.
Yeah.
Coriol says, your company is invaluable and I could never replace you.
I. Mm,
Lord looks at Coriolis like, see?
They're just looking like they don't know what's happening. They've lost control of the situation.
Did they ever have control over the situation?
No, but now they have even less somehow.
I rattle my boy. It's not flustered energy. It's sort of that like right. That sort of energy.
What energy is that? I don't even know what that means.
Like, do they not believe him? Does
I
he not believe them?
yes, but also no.
Lord's just like,
It's complicated.
Lord just looks at between you two and is like, I think you guys need to talk later.
About what?
You can't tell that he's uncomfortable, like, not uncomfortable in the way that I thought he'd be uncomfortable. It looks like he's like, eh. And Lloyd does the, like, más o menos hand wave.
He does that. We flip Seeker upright again
Ah,
and
hey,
just sort of like cuddle him, like just sort of like just hug. And like you feel very softly just sort of like a a gentle sort of accepting comfort. Like it's they whatever you are equipped to handle right now, they are willing to give.
Flora believes he has successfully diverted the situation.
Seeker gives a comforting pat.
Flora is still trapped by Giant Man, though, and he's like, huh, I guess this is how he doesn't say this, but in his mind, he's like, is this how people feel with me?
I point to Seeker, who is under half Coriolis' height. You fucking guess.
He doesn't know.
God.
He thinks so. He hopes not.
Alright, could you put me down now?
No.
In your head, you hear, but I like carrying you.
Can you put Law down?
Lure, do you want to get down?
Can I just sit on your shoulder instead of being fireman carried?
Sure.
I like being tall.
You're now sitting on the shoulder.
Lord
You
kicks his
already
feet
are
happy.
tall.
Yes, but now
What
I
is
get
this?
now I get to be very tall, and he smiles very big.
This is bullshit.
You're bullshit.
You're bullshit.
No swearing.
You're. Lore says something in Infernal instead.
I said no swearing.
You don't know what I said.
You don't think so?
Do you know Infernal?
Yes.
Shit. He says something in Elvish. Do you know that one?
Stop digging your own grave.
You would know about that.
I think they say in Dwarvish, really. Stop.
Shit, I don't know that one. He says something in Gnomish?
I actually do know that one.
Shit! Oh crap! He like looks at his fingers and he's like, damn. He signs.
Stop swearing.
Man, why did you know so many languages?
Seeker knows that they know some of them. Others are just guesses.
Lore does not piece this together.
I know Laura doesn't know Sylvan, but it's just, does Laura know Sylvan?
I do the he can recognize when someone is speaking it, but he doesn't understand it.
You hear something distinctly in Sylvan.
He just
Like,
looks at you like, of course you're speaking Sylvan.
Coriolis, who does know Sylvan, is listening.
It's just wow, I guess we're speaking in other languages now. How fantastic.
Don't be rude. I say it's Sylvan.
Lore's so happy that he has successfully diverted the situation.
God. I wiggle.
I wiggle. Lore doesn't know what to do now, though, because he realized he has kind of dug his own grave.
Hmm.
I think in Seeker's mind, he just hears, we can talk about this later. I'm sorry I made you uncomfortable.
No, you're fine. Really.
But you aren't.
That doesn't matter right now.
It does, but we don't have to deal with it until later, if that's what you truly need.
Silence. Anyway, just
Lore's
God.
looking away, trying not to draw attention to himself.
On the shoulder?
Yep.
Cool.
God.
Good luck with that, buddy.
He's trying.
God, I wiggle. I wiggle.
Anyways, I would like to. Do you know how to operate an astrolabe?
Lore sighs. He's like, I do, but it doesn't work because of the curse. I am not allowed to find my way in any manner. Unless it's, he kind of squints and does the hand. He's like, I'm trying to figure out this thing that I think my Toon friends called scene transitioning.
Well, if you're scene transitioning, it won't help you get to places, but it'll figure out where you already are.
Sort of. Actually, when I do it, I can get to where I want to go if I think about it, but not too hard, if that makes sense. Like, that's how I met Faye.
No, the astrolabe.
Oh.
Is as long as you can see the stars, if you have, the right equipment, you should be able to figure out at least your latitude and your longitude.
Lore looks down. He's like, it doesn't work.
Mm.
I can know it. I mean, my parents are cartographers as well. I can see a map and I can work on a map, but then the information isn't allowed to make sense.
Mm. My folks are navigators, and there's information I've lost as well, and I feel the lack. I'm sorry.
Lore kind of leans over.
I wouldn't wish that on you.
Lore kind of leans over and hugs you around your neck.
Mm. They hug back.
Lore's just like, if we ever end up traveling together, just be warned that you're probably gonna get lost.
Mm.
People aren't allowed to help me find places easily, especially Ordinal Point. I'm not allowed to go there at all.
They give you a long look, and it's no insight check necessary. They're again, like from the dream, you remember that sort of gentle, sort of like inevitability. Like the curse can try. It might not be easy and it might not be today, but it can try.
I can try. Yeah, I've been trying. It's just getting, I've had this curse my entire life, even before my eyes, so my parents tried to help me prepare for it, because we knew that on my birthday, I was just gonna disappear from home. They tried to get it to not happen, but, uh, it didn't work, but I've, it's harder than I thought it would be.
Are people allowed to come with you?
Lord kind of thinks about it, and he's like, in what regard?
Well, there's the old saying that being lost in twos isn't lost at all.
Um, I mean, yeah, if I walk with someone, they get lost with me, but I don't want to do that to anybody else.
Mm. And they look kind of at Saker. This is Einquil. You are not the only lonely soul.
I I don't think I'm as lonely as the other people I've met.
Good.
Yeah.
You'll find your people.
I think
No
I'm
one's
starting
willing to
to.
get lost with you.
Well,
And
I
you'll also find the people willing to solve your problems no matter the cost.
I Laura looks at you, and Seeker, do you want to roll insight?
Yeah.
Can Coriolis?
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
5.
yeah. No, this is a
Where are
super
you
low
rolling?
DC.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm in the gallery.
Meh.
This is, you know what? I'm gonna give this to you anyway. You know that, like a mirror, Laura has reflected that statement back at you.
Ah, shit.
And Coriolis, you see that.
Mm.
Laura's just like
Like
smiles. Like, yeah. Same to you.
Coriolis, who would also die for these people. Yeah.
Yeah. Laura just like,
That's not really what I meant. Okay.
Well, potato, right? Laura kind of smiles, and you get, oh shit.
I will note it's been like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we should wrap up, but I just, me being like, we've already gotten a lot of lore out, so I might as well do this because I've said it before. Secret world religion with advantage.
Roll of religion with advantage. I cry in the background. 22.
Yeah, as Laura looks at you, you feel this very strong neutral force. It isn't good, it isn't bad, it is very neutral. And that feels very weird for Lore. And he gets a look that makes him look older than he is. And you get a flicker of something that feels different. And he just says, no, he just, what would he say? Seeker. Don't be a hypocrite.
Easy, easy.
Hmm. Hmm.
And you kind of see the eyes that were kind of different for a second. He seems to like come back to himself for a second, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I don't know why I said that. Sorry, Seeker, you can do what you want."
Okay, how about that tea?
Yeah, yeah. Laura actually slides off your arm and lands pretty easily and walks over Like, he wants to move on from what just happened.
What does Coriolis get over there, Seeker?
His mind has short-circuited for a second. That wasn't normal. That wasn't normal in the slightest.
I also look at Coriolis. You probably felt that really strong neutral force.
Mm.
I
Hey,
I look at Seeker. That it felt similar to the domain of neutrality.
The domain of what?
You know, the alignment chart.
Uh-huh. I do
Yeah,
know the alignment chart.
true neutral vibes, very strong.
Yup.
Which you know that lore isn't necessarily Lorem isn't necessarily true neutral.
Coriolis, there has been a small post added to the crackboard theory of maybe lore and lorem are different but the same. It's complicated.
mm. I think that they're just going to keep hold of Seeker, and they're going to say, Lord, you remind me a lot of the ocean.
Lore looks up at you. I think from you that's a compliment, but also, I know how you feel about the ocean, so I'm not sure how to take that.
They give his hair a ruffle. You're okay, kid. Come
Yeah,
on, this tea is going to be so strong.
it is.
I dare you to take a sip.
You actually see him pour it really hot, and he's like, "Yeah, okay," and he just chugs it.
That was not. You know what? It's fine. Are you good?
And Lord looks at him. I found out recently. Apparently, it's not normal to be able to do that, and he just smiles.
Hmm. I mean, they look at their own. Well, can't feel pain anymore. They do the same.
Oh, Laura's like, "Oh no, I can feel that it's hot. It just doesn't burn me."
Hmm.
Seeger is just holding his tea until it cools down.
This is for the best. Yeah, they're fine.
Seeker probably like put it like near his lips and just yep, nope. Puts it away.
Mm.
Yeah, don't. It's hot. Sorry. Yeah. So Laura looks away and looks back. Nice to meet you, Coriolis.
Mm.
Laura just gives an
Eh,
awkward thumbs up. It's congratulations on meeting a stray kid in the middle of the woods. That seems to be happening more often. And he looks away.
That's not the worst place we could have met.
Laura looks away more.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Lore. I hope
Sorry
that our
for.
paths cross again.
Yeah, sorry for being weird. Just kind of
Never
sighs.
apologize for being weird.
He kind of winces. He's like, yeah.
Mm. If you ever find yourself near a port, and it happens to be the Toontown Harbor, the Vengeful Dead is at your disposal.
Oh, I've been there actually.
Good.
What does your ship look like? Actually, never mind. I know. I think I've seen it.
It's the colorful one.
Yep. He laughs.
It looks like it's been through hell and back.
Yep. I remember from. Yep. He just smiles.
Mm.
Yeah. He looks around. I don't want to keep you if you had somewhere to be. Seeker was running. Are you in a hurry? Sorry.
Oh, that reminds me. Give me my fucking coat back.
Your coat?
It's comfy. No.
What? Seeker, does a coat that big even fit you?
Seeker
It does
is in
not.
fact wearing a coat. It does not fit him in the slightest. It in fact like the ends of it have been like tied up, sort of like around the waist.
We're just like, oh, I thought that was like a Never mind. Why won't you give them their coat back?
It's comfy. Distinctly, I will say, Lore, this coat, looks like it's been spotted with algae. It's, like half the sleeve has been re-sewed on. Um, there's probably like an added bottom part to it. Yep, it definitely doesn't look like the comfortablest coat.
Laura interpreted that completely different, as in, oh, that's like their favorite coat. They probably like it because they like Coriolis.
It's if anyone from the fleet saw you, we would be in rom-com territory so fast, Seeker. Is that the kind of death you want?
Laura like
I
tilts his
have
head.
never been near a rom-com before.
Laura
And this
looks more
is what
confused.
you want to do with this.
What does a coat have to do with a rom-com?
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
No, I don't.
Stop. Don't. Please don't.
Tika looks like he's about to start talking.
They just bury their head in their hands. It was an accident. He's blowing this out of proportion.
Blowing a coat out of proportion?
Yes. It was a very small coat, but it's been enlarged. It's
I
very big now.
noticed.
Why? Why are you like this?
Laura just sits down and gets more tea.
Coriolis has their head in their fucking hands. Like, just tell them whatever you want. Tell them whatever you want. They don't care anymore.
Laura's confused. Laura just like,
Man.
enjoy your coat, I guess.
Thank you.
Is that why you tripped?
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, maybe, don't do that.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. Though you do seem to, like, eat dirt, so. Lloyd just sips his tea and looks at you like he's trying to mess with you again.
See, your tea sips his tea back.
It's too hot.
Ah, shit.
Laura smiles.
Ow! God.
Don't do that. Let me see that.
God.
Okay, stick out your tongue for me.
No.
I want to see if you're blistering.
Yeah, Laura
I've got
actually.
that.
Laura looks at Seeker and he's like, "Hey, Seeker."
What? Oh, he would fall for it. He sticks his tongue out back.
He smiles at Coriolis.
Okay, it doesn't look like you're too ventured.
Laura smiles at Seeker.
Seeker would be doing prayer hands.
Laura looks at him, he's like, that works on my little siblings too.
In your
I
head,
don't know how to feel about that.
In your head, you hear, this is what you get for bringing out the coat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to actually explain what the code is, Corios?
I've decided I don't care.
Are you sure you don't care?
Extremely.
Oh, you might regret that.
The situation is completely of your own fabrication.
Secret.
Are you sure? I mean, you stressed about it so much.
They have made their decision.
God. Alright, Coriolis, you get the distinct feeling he's about to lie an entire story.
No, wait.
No. Alright, it was a cold winter's morning.
Okay.
Do you want to end it off there with Seeker telling a very obvious lie story, and Coriolis protesting literally every second of it?
About how they met, or
about how they apparently went through an entire romantic relationship that's full of tropes. Distinctly, like, I'm not even gonna have Laura roll for this. This is very obviously seeker lying.
Lo-
You're pretty sure you read that in a book once.
yeah, Laura
For
actually
some of those texts.
takes out his notebook this time and just looks at Coriolis and starts writing.
Why?
The end.
The end.
I am aromantic and you are a horrible gremlin.
I am also
I am
gremlin.
also a romantic, and I don't know what to tell you.
I sit here being ace, but very romantic. I love this.
I will.
Anyway,
God.
sorry about the. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. Have this, whatever the fuck this was, for whoever's listening in the future.
God.
Mm,
I pet future listeners. I am so sorry.
I'm not. You chose to listen.
I pat you both.
Damn.
If you've made it to
Pat
this
you both.
point, it is your own fault.
You knew what you were listening to.
You knew what you were listening to. Bye!
Goodbye.